So there was a video calling out me and Eli for about gatekeeping or not showing off what the coordinate space node is. And in all good fun, I'll show off what it can actually do. And what I'm going to show you here is some anime speed lines only done with 2 nodes. And so I'll show you how to set this up and some other ways that we can use the coordinate space with other nodes in order to make anime speed lines like this. Now, when you see anime speed lines or other tutorials like it, you usually see like 1 of 2 techniques, which is say this one where you have a triangle and then you put it and you scale it somewhere and then use a duplicate and then maybe you duplicate that again and then you can see it goes around. Sometimes you get like a little bit of a circle. Sometimes you would also see like people mask out the center and you have like some feathered off areas, like this one in particular. It has like a feathered off area if we didn't include that out the center. But you know, there's a couple things that I'm not the biggest fan of, as well as there's so many nodes with this. And so it's gonna kill your playback, but we can do this with just 2 nodes instead of using duplicates and then fast noises with ellipses here in order to make it feathered. We can make it nice and crisp with just the fast noise and the coordinate space, just like that. So I'm gonna show you how to do that. So we would be looking like this. It's pretty cool. All right, so first we need a fast noise, so shift space, type in fast noise, add that there, then shift space, type in coordinate space, put that there, and then we could view our coordinate space, hitting 2 on our keyboard, making sure our second viewer is selected. We can go up to our shape, make sure that is set to polar to rectangular. If it's not, make sure it's set there. So we have something that looks like this. And if we view our fast noise, what we're going to do is basically you're actually going to start out with a fast noise that looks like this. And what we need to do is bring that contrast up to 5, bring this brightness up to 1. We need to unlock the X and Y, bring this Y all the way down to 0, and put this X scale, type in 100 over there. All right. And I'm going to up my seed rate up to 0.6, just like that. Then I'm going to go over to color. Instead of using the 2 color system, what we're going to use is the gradient. Then we're going to change this gradient type to linear, and then we're going to make sure that these points are facing upwards. So we need to type in 0.5 for this value. Tab to the next one, type in 1 for this, 0.5 for this, and then 0 for this. And now we have our gradient going upwards like that. Next, I'm actually going to flip these values over. So we have the white, it's on top, the black's on the end. I'm going to click the black gradient over here, turn that alpha all the way down, and then crush this alpha all the way to the edge. So we have a like nice and very crisp edge on these lines over here. And then we can adjust that value to make it even crisp. And yeah, so if we go and view our coordinate space now with our C3, you can see now we have something like this. If it's too close to the middle, what we can do, go back to our fast noise and just drag this end value up, maybe towards the middle, something like that will work. And so I have something like this. Maybe it's too far from the outside, bring it back in or bring it up. Now we have something like this. So that looks pretty cool. You can adjust it however you want with that. But you can do tons of more things with this combination itself too. But I like it because sometimes you get a little bit of weirdness where, you know, the lines aren't perfect, but in motion, it looks very nice and crisp. And you don't have like a nice like ring. Sometimes you see like a little bit of a ring with those anime speed lines. You can kind of see like where the mask was. This one you can't really because it's just doing this technique. So what is happening? Basically, we have this type of visual. It's going up and down, and wherever is the down part that's over here where there's no pixels, that's going to be what's in the middle part. And with whereas on top that's over here, that's actually going to be stretched to the outside of the comp. So once you have that type of combination, well, if we know we're using the coordinate space, we can use and you can do a lot of things with this. For example, let's make another version of this. Click this little squares button and then hit a different number. We can add a new version. If we say instead of having this repeat, put the repeat on once, put the repeat on repeat. And now if we take a look, this is going crazy, but it's kind of like a snowstorm. Take the seed rate down and just take a look at it and go back to our color and start moving our offset. You can see it's kind of like particles coming out of the middle. That looks pretty cool if we can keyframe that. At the middle and then bring this back. So we have something like this. That looks pretty cool. And in order for you to see it better, let's put it on a black background like that. It's kind of like stars coming up from the middle a little bit, or like something that's spraying, maybe like a water drops from a hose, but that's something else you can do. As well as you don't even need to use the fast noise, but maybe let's use where it is. There it is, a background node. Let's view that. We can put this type to a gradient, and then we can go over here. I'm going to add 4 points on here. So let's bring this over here, click this. We have a black point, put this over here and put that. So we have a white point, and I'm going to switch this around. So the black one's going to be on the outside and the white point's going to be in the middle. Let's put this black point, click the box, put in 0.25 there, click this here, let's do 0.251. Let's do this other white point, 0.75, this black point, 0.751. So we have something like this. We can add a transform node from our toolbar, add it right there. Take a look at that. We put these edges to a wrap and scale it down. We can see we have this really big scan line that's happening. So it's just another way you can make scan lines as well. But if we add a coordinate space to this and take a look, we have this, what I guess me and an old editor just stressed, called a circus tube. And so if we take this to like 0.1, you can see we kind of have like a nice, almost perfect tube looking thing. And if we just go and move the center point, you can just rotate it very nicely. As well as if we go back and we say we start to angle it, it'll start to mess up. But if we get around to where it lines up again, looks pretty good, and we start moving again, we have like a hypnotizing spiral. So there's just a bunch of fun stuff you can do with the coordinate space. Any type of generator that you can make a pattern that you can try and duplicate in order to make some sort of nice spiraling pattern. And yeah, that's how you would use the coordinate space. That's how you would make some anime speed lines and other cool effects with that. And yeah, I hope those were good examples, Wampus.